Oh man, it's too funny. I'm live. Woohoo! I saw that somebody left a comment on my stream that didn't even stream. Dick Diamonds too, man. It was like awesome to see somebody that was on there, man. It was like somebody I looked up to, as like a person that deals with truth and trying to keep people educated. So I'm kind of here on my own. I'll just post the video, but it's pretty funny. Like somebody was waiting and left a comment, like they were gonna chat in the chat, and didn't make it. I thought I scheduled it for 10:30, but I must have scheduled it for 10, thinking I was gonna be home. I missed my own. I missed my own stream, babe.
Nice. Hey, look. Is this better?
Yeah, that'll be fine. That's good. Yeah.
I'll bring him upstairs.
Can you shut the door on your way out? And I'll be up in a little bit. I'm just chilling. Bye. Love you. So, of course, my door don't work. That's something I need to shut somehow. Mandela effect madness, man. I don't know. I don't feel really like I had a crazy day. I'll just get like personal, I guess, at first. I had like some unexpected crazy uptick at work. And like we apparently didn't have somebody show up, so I had to do. I'm like Brian Stavely. I work in a restaurant, and it's like sometimes I end up having to do everything, It's like crazy. So I was like cooking, running out on deliveries, and it ain't the most organized place in the world. So it's like, because most of the time it's slow, they get pumped up around here for busy season, but it's like, I don't know if anybody that's watching this has ever been to the Berkshires or been to Berkshire County. It's kind of like the hick redneck way out version of the Hamptons or something, like this beautiful places and land and skiing and beautiful bed and breakfasts everywhere. Can I say that right? Bed and breakfast. It's like weird. But yeah, they like specialize in that around here. You see a lot of these specialty, like beautiful bed and breakfasts. There it is again, bed and breakfasts. So actually I do have something really amazing to talk to you guys about today. Don't mind my junk lamps and stuff laying around. So like I put a stupid video out one time. I was out like shopping with the kids in the car, and like I noticed that refraction and in the clouds, a lot of people have been catching these fractals being, the bending of the spectrum, fractaling out and leaving this rainbow. But it's like not a rainbow. It'll be like just a spot, like in a cloud. And I've started witnessing them often now. And it's like, it could be a sundog or a dog star, or like, I don't know, whatever. There's all these different terminologies you could use or whatever, but whatever, it is what it is. So you see them like a halo and like, So the thing is, I filmed this one and I caught it again in the same almost the same area, same exact spots in the same area in the sky, obviously. So it's in some kind of orbital path. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like it literally was like, oh, what's up, Dick? I seen you commented earlier, and I like felt bad. I missed my own stream, dude. I got stuck at work. I was like disappointed to see somebody, because I definitely look up to you, man. And like definitely were one of the people that inspired me for sure in this whole community. Like that's a heavy hitter right there, Dick Diamonds, man. Fucking much respect, man. Much respect. yeah, so I seen this frack, man, and it was like it was in the same spot in the sky, and like it was bigger, and it seemed to be going with like the, it just was like hanging in that spot with this, and it shows up in the sunset, and that tends to be like yeah, that tends to be, it's, what is this, like a mimic, it's probably, what is it, a mimic account? That's funny. But anyways, definitely one of the people that inspired me, if that's the same person. um yeah, man, it was in the same spot in the sky, and it's like some of that Planet X stuff kind of is crazy, we just don't understand. Everyone's always got an answer. They want to label something. Thanks, man. For real. Like, you don't even understand. Like, I'm not going to be like some like fanboy or something and be like, like, but really much respect, man. Like, right up there with Photo Helix, and just like anybody. There's tons of channels like I mentioned for days and days. But yeah, right there, man. Something I could aspire to be someday. Yeah, and this Planet X stuff is like crazy, dude. I don't get it, because it's like, really, they're getting people always want to put a label on something, and they always want to put you in a, even in our community, man. It's like we do need to keep, it's beautiful, man, because we can come together and we can pick each other up, man. In the self-help or recovery type community, it would be referred to as like a um, cool, man. I appreciate that. I really do, man. Uh, all the support I can get, man. I've been hooked on this, man. Listen, like, it's crazy. Like, I went through a virtual that crescendo, man. I made it to that apex of just like, I couldn't fucking beat around the bush anymore, man. I couldn't 90% everything. I couldn't keep working harder than twice as hard as everyone else to support being a friggin' idiot behind the scenes, or like being selfish like that, like, and the addiction. Like, I had to pray, man. I prayed about that so hard, man. Like, God, please. Like, if it wasn't, it's not even like it was major, man. It's just like, really? Do I need to have an anxiety attack over not having, I need a beer or something? Like, because I went through that broken home growing up, and it gives you, that struggle to feel control and power, and you're growing up in this friggin' inverted, crazy world going on out here, man. Like, thank God for this truth. This truth community stuff is a real, I'm gonna fight hard, man, if I have to, because I see what it's doing. They're really screwing our streams. I mean, they're screwing just the algorithm. I was telling somebody and explaining to it today. I was like, man, they designed this great company for a minute, right? With these kick-ass young people like us wanting to fucking make this world awesome, right? Design this amazing algorithm to pump us full of what we want, and it worked too friggin' so good that it worked too good. And now they now it's my suggestions have just, and now they got have you noticed they got the little like suggestions that you can click on and be like, oh, more like this, or more, in related subjects, like broken down, exactly, fractaled out, boxed out, like they want to, and it killed the whole thing, man, because you'd have all this great stuff, man. I remember when I really I used my internet and my mobile service for like music. I'm working all the time, 12-hour days. I'm like, man, I need my Pandora, or Spotify or whatever, and being a musician, like, just having that be a part of my life too is like, yeah, I don't blame you, man. This stuff can get emotional, and you can get roped in, man. Like, it's hard to pour yourself into something. and like find a end to the a means to the end, you know, like damn, that's a shame, man. It sucks. That sucks, man. I wonder like if you could get with me on that and kind of feel free, man. I'd love to, just see what's up with that because I've been like feeling this out and all my videos and my channel is all over the friggin' place, man. It all depends where I'm at, but it's nice when I can get settled and really focused and get into this and give a heartfelt like testify and give a what's it called? I'm being a retard because I'm tired from work. Testimony, they're retard, but whatever. Yeah, it's like it really was, man. It was like when I lost everything and almost freaking drank myself to death after losing my father and my mother and my business. Freaking Jesus, like I had to have made it to where I wanted to be for the first time in my life as a part owner of a business. And I made it there right when my mother was sick and dying for years. And like I lost my business and she died not soon right after that too. Like I was just overwhelmed. It was just too much. She was dying in the hospital and I don't want to sound like a baby crying because dude, don't get me wrong. Some of the things that all the things that didn't happen to me were the best things that didn't happen to me. I heard somebody say that before, man. Those things, I wasn't ready for that, man. It could have killed me or lengthened my stupidity and ignorance. Like I I had a real lust for life. All right, let me just put it that way. I really did. I had a real lust for life and a passion, like music, and I'm a man. I had a passion, beautiful women, music, good time, friends. Played drums and guitar. But we, in the city. I grew up in Lynn. Uh, um, you have to enlighten me a little bit on that. I'm not familiar with that, Mr. Diamonds. Tracy Twineman, huh? Yeah, I thought like vaguely. If you could refresh me on that, that'd be great. Because I just got through watching. If you had seen like recently that cyborg girl on Mike Tyson's, man, watch that if you haven't seen it, man. They're like Evan Britton is like choking up, crying, like oh man, that shit touches me, man. Tyson and Evan have been like that. They've been doing really well, man. I really appreciate. I feel bad for Mike that he's been made into this. I feel bad for somebody that was made into a gladiator like that and brainwashed into being a champion and made into basically an animal. He basically was talking about how like he'll never be forgiven. And it was scary to me because I heard him speaking on the whole fact that, like, when he experienced the ego death and the whole death experience thing in his shamanic thing, he was doing that with the toad. That you feel that and you let go of the ego, and then he just felt all that he took from everything in the world, greedy, like rightfully, like, that entitled, sociopathic, I'm the god of this world, attitude. And he felt like he had to, he kept apologizing and begging for forgiveness, and he felt like it would have never ended. And he was just so happy to come out of it. And he was talking about how God will never, God can't forgive him and all that. It was wicked emotional, man. Yeah, I'm down for that, man. Listen, I held off for like 2 years. I I had this going, messing around, tinkering from a phone like an idiot, just because, like, I dabble in everything, man. I'm like a renaissance man. I really am. And I don't want to say that like to my own horn, and I ain't nothing special and everything, but it's like, damn, I put my all into everything. I taught myself how to play guitar. I taught myself how to play drums, whatever, dabble in a few other instruments, but weren't any good really with that. But, I learned how to build a house, did carpentry for a while. I'm like a chef. I've mastered flipping pizzas in the air. And like, I've done a lot of things in my life that were fun. I could have went and did semi-pro skating when I was younger. I didn't, I just was in Lynn and that broken home existed. No, luckily, God did pair me. Like, God sent me in a direction, man. I swear to, really, because like I ended up, he saved me for a little bit, kept me away from, I had a good friend to hang out with for a little while and keep me out of trouble, and rode dirt bikes in the woods and skated together and everything. Like, we had a little, his family was good, and his dad was a lobster fisherman and stuff like that. Like, I luckily grew up with really good values on, work ethic and stuff that gracefully nursed me through my stupidity and ignorance and cushion that blow a little bit, to be honest. I definitely want to chat and do that. Yeah, do a chat on live or something. If we can figure it out. I just don't know what I'm doing, bro. If we can do it on your, or I know you, yeah, I could have you on here anonymous. You don't have to say who you are or whatever. Or whatever you want to do, man. I just don't know what I'm doing. You'll have to school me on that a little bit. But, I'm getting around to that. I just invested in all these computers and everything. Oh, okay. I noticed that. Yeah. I just bought these, dude. This guy like donated an extra computer to my. I don't want to show my house. I'm asked. Show my Scarface up there. It's pretty cool if we could get some like graphics going. I went to go buy this laptop. This one's an HP. It's really nice. It was like his personal deal, but like he donated an extra one for my daughter. I bought like a desktop for them. Nothing fancy, just because I know they'll break it. But you like that classy one right there, right? That's right from the art museum up the street with the dogs playing poker. See, I want to be me too, man. I'm like, I used to, I need a little counseling with that. Tracy Twyman was a researcher and author. Oh, yeah. It's just a couple. Dude, that shit is like, that shit is no joke, man. And I'm a sick enough, crazy enough fuck to play with stuff like that too. I'm not scared. I started doing this, man, because of the fear. Because I kind of started to see that it was my own fear and my own cowardice, man. I'm not, let's just, I like to be real too. I don't like the candy coat shit. That's crazy though, man. Just don't mess with, don't be safe, bro. It ain't worth it. Because honestly, sometimes we get all excited, but I really feel like, look, dude, people have like, there's a lot of fair weather followers, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that think they're woke, but they're still they're still inverted, so they're following a different kind of you for the fear porn aspects or whatever. But like they don't realize it, or and they're like under mind control type they're followers, like Richie from Boston, for example. If you were paying attention recently, how he like sicked his indoctrinated, brainwashed, the Boston accent's gonna come out of me. I'm gonna sound like Brian Stabley here in a minute. He sicked his crew. He sicked his like religious freaks on him, dude. And like, I'm spiritual, and I'll talk about Jesus and Christ consciousness, and I'll keep it as far away from like too far into that direction, if you feel me, like because you can go from spiritual right into like worshiping Satan and you don't even know it. I think everything does need to be like conservative and moderated to a point, but that's conservative and moderated, but not governed. Like, dude, govern like when you have a go kart and you have a governor on the engine, you rip that shit off and throw it in the garbage. It's making it so you can't use it to its fullest potential and have, it's like I feel like what's happening now with people waking up is like people are gonna. I'm sorry, my shirt's a little tight. I'm like moving around trying to stretch. I'm used to being at work moving. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are just we are going through an awakening of such, and like people are getting woke, man. But it's a lot of truthers be talking about helping people wake up and this and that. I mean, like all you can do is put out some knowledge and some gnosis. I wouldn't say to risk or put yourself out there. I mean, I'll fight because it's for me, man. And I stand for one for all. But what I do for me, and I do for mankind and humanity and the kids and the children, and the women and the children, as a man. And to be righteous and like I think that's the agape love, like being a caring man that wants to be ministering to the women and the children and the community and figure it's like I'm down with it. I feel like that's that God agape love, that if you live your life with that in mind in everything that you do, I think that you are living a Christ-like life, man. Like there's no such thing as absolute like perfection. Absolute perfection is like that's when it's a hoax. That's when it's too perfect. It's orchestrated. Like these need I fill in the blank events, you know what I'm talking about? It's yeah, man, it's cool. I mean, there's a lot of people like that are a lot of people in the community do have it going popping. They got it going on. They're doing good. They're not, they know how to like help take it. It's something I had to learn too, man. I'm a passionate person. I can take things to the limit, man. And especially when I was a mess and stupid and lost and confused, I could be a monster at times. I could be a straight monster. And, I feel like the whole total flip of the coin now. It's crazy, and it's going on years and years, man. Like I'm getting too educated. I'm getting too educated at this. I started getting heavy into this and like when was I heavy back? It was like 2012. It was 2011. 2011 when I started really getting heavy into researching. So time's flying. I'd be telling people I got a master's doctorate at this now. And it's like you really do. It's like you become. I hate to say it, but you do start to be like you become like holy, and you are set out from, holy just means outside of all the rest, and like set off from like in on the outside, or like, it's like it's hard. I don't know. I think I explained it good enough. I'm not going to get all particular, but somebody's going to come on here and tell me I friggin' don't know what I'm talking about. And I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Yeah, shit ain't worth it, man. I never got nothing out of this. I don't know. Like, yeah, I remember seeing tons of your shit, man. I remember seeing tons of your videos, man. And like, um, yeah, that's crazy. I haven't, yeah. It's like I figured part of the algorithm. I didn't know you really stopped, or whatever, backed off of making content, Um, so I don't know, man. I'm beat too. I had like an 11-hour day. I'm down with you though, bro. I can. I'm always down to I'm down to take some pointers from you, brother. You know, I have to vet you out a little bit before what I mean, make sure it's you and all. But you never know, dude. It's like people. I wouldn't be surprised if like I can't believe I just don't have some random on here that it's like somebody I know. That's cool. Maybe that's cool, man. That's cool. I had like one or two people on last night. I was testing my first time trying to stream. Try to just it's like the first time I was even on these computers, so I want to try to get something set up, get some mics, get some equipment. I like setup, dude. I set up a PayPal. It was a pretty cool one too. It was like paypal.me/fund for truth, all one word. And I was like, man, if somebody just donates $1, man, I'm gonna go buy a computer, go buy equipment. And I waited and waited and waited, like just praying for somebody. And nobody. I was kind of disappointed. Like, hey, man, like if what like people seem to be like if they see 5 and 10s and 20s drop, like even more people donate. Like, hey, man, it's not like I ain't got money too. Like if somebody was gonna donate to help up the channel, I was just giving them a chance to feel involved. It wasn't about like the money. I was disappointed nobody even donated a buck or like sent me. I was hoping somebody would send me and want to send me a zip drive. Actually, one dude that I did go back and forth talking about some Mandela effect stuff did offer to help out, but he disappeared. He said he was like an IT guy. And he was near me, out here in Massachusetts. So I was like, he dropped off the face of the planet. I don't know. We had a pretty long conversation about the Mandela effect, too. He was like bugging. He was out here by like, it wasn't even that far from me, I think. It was like 45 minutes or an hour away, not even. So, yeah, he was like some IT guy just over the other side of the mountains. Yeah, man, it's all about the family. As I think of how much they piss me off sometimes, it's like, nah, I do, man. It's like, who doesn't, who doesn't go? What man that busts his ass all day, doesn't sit there and just think about his beautiful wife and how much he loves her all day, Come on, man. If you're out there flirting with the girls at work or something, you're an idiot. I'm usually thinking about how much I wish I could, like, I'm usually daydreaming about how I could change her life and help her kind of see some more, and because we got mad kids, she's got mad kids, and yeah, so we got like subsidized like project housing out in Western Massachusetts in the Berkshires. So at least we're in the Berkshires, but it's pretty grimy where we're at still because it's a project. So it's like there's nobody like, people don't have their license and shit straight, and they're just it's all in the head too. They don't realize it. Now I realize it because like I was, I have like I've explained before about like my family and having, you know, like high level family members that are. I got a Secret Service agent, a corporate attorney that has his own law firm practice. I mean, it's like close family, and like I would bring that up. So I was like living in my sister's golf course community houses, trying to squat for free, for free rent, and give me an opportunity to save up some money or something when I was struggling out there. Try living in Florida. Try living in Florida with no license. That's a gas. You can't go nowhere in Florida without a license. It's 100 degrees out and everything's like a 20-minute, 30-minute drive. It's ridiculous. So I wasn't gonna make this a long stream, so I'm gonna be cutting it off pretty soon. I just wanted to get on here and see if I get some. It's a good sign. At least somebody showed up. That's cool. I appreciate it. I think I erased the other one I had. I don't know if I erased it or not, but I'll throw this one up. It's cool. Yeah, see, it's like, there's too much to do on here. Yeah, I'm retarded. Yeah, I obviously can drop this down to a smaller screen, and I was just gonna do the same thing. That's funny. Some of these other people are trying to keep it tight in the community and try to lift each other up, and that's the only way we're gonna survive. Actually, you know what I think, dude? Actually, check this out. This is pretty amazing. Think about this, bro. This is what happens when outside controlling like forces try to fuck with shit. They try to take away what you had, that was your like weapon of mass destruction, right? They try to take away your weapon of mass destruction, like this algorithm and all that shit, right? And our streams are like dead. Everyone knows it. I've seen a total change. YouTube is fucking ruined now, right? It's ruined. I used to listen all day while I'm at work. I'm struggling. I can't find anything. It's just constant. Like now I'm getting like the Five's Finest. Like, I don't want to hear that shit, man. I want all my truth channels that I used to listen to for hours and hours and hours and hours at a time, dude, getting real facts and knowledge and using my discernment to get the real deal. I want that back again. That's what sucks. But they take that away, right? They're trying to fuck us right now. But I see our community. Our community is built of people that have the fire, and we know how to put the pattern together without their machine pattern that they're trying to force on us, and make our own patterns to try to get through life without being compromised, right? So what's happening is we're all going to band together, and then we're going to end up, people like us are going to end up working for Gia or on Gia. I mean, I don't want to be on a network. I like to do my own thing or something or whatever, but I'm big on this stuff, man. I'm interested. I'm definitely a researcher and a truther for life, man. Yeah, I'm lucky, man, because I didn't have any of that, and it's a miracle, man. I didn't, my girl. Oh shit, that's cool. All right, I worked at I worked in Salem when I first came back here in like 2015. What years were you there? What years were you in Salem? I was there like 2015, and I've just used to pay visits here and there. But I worked for Amazing Pizza. This lady was crazy. She's cool though. Jackie Fields. I'll give a little shout out to Amazing Pizza in Salem, man. They really do have great food. She does all this like farm to table, man. She does love what she. The food is amazing. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but she's making it with love, man. That's what she would say too. She's like all about the love, putting the love on the food, man. That's what makes the difference. I'm hungry thinking about it right now. I'm starving. I gotta eat it. I ate actually. I ate like once or twice today. I usually only eat like once a day and then snack a little. Um, it's cool. Yeah, Salem's an awesome town, man. It's crazy. That's crazy that that's one of like a part in some of us truthers' lives, and like that Church of Satan thing's going on in there. That's crazy, man. Um, yeah, I think I walked by it a few times and stuff, and I just didn't really take it seriously. I think I seen it. Yeah, hit me up, man. Email me. I even actually have a pen from work, so I can write that email down and hit you up, man. We'll try to put something together. That'll be dope, man. That'll be dope. I'm really stoked, man, because I can take all the help I can get here, man. I'm not a pro at this at all yet, so that's cool. Nice email. Over here, like you see on Conscious Truth Seeker, you get the real deal, man. You get like my dumbass can't even read trying to. Okay, it's good. Cool. That's a killer email. Yo, I love using that. I'll be using that too. I'll be like, I'm a fucking wizard. Yo, when I used to run pizzerias, I used to get people all stoked up talking about, I feel like a fucking champion today, man. We gonna hit the walk off the park home run tonight, boys. I'm gonna hit that out of the park grand slam. I was slinging pizzas, man, throwing them in the air like boom. I mean, like crazy, man. I mean, like I was really hardcore. I was in newspapers and shit. I got some pictures I might like post sometime. I'm kind of silly but stupid, but like they put me on the newspapers and shit, like from like opening places. Be cool. Hit me up, man. Somebody's got to be, man. Now I got two people. Oh man, I'm gonna have to stay now. This is how devoted Conscious Truth Seeker is. I wanted to leave, but now I see there's another person, so I might talk some shit for a little bit longer. All right, I got you locked, man. I'm gonna hit you up, yo, for real, man. So you don't have to stick around or not. You can bail if you're tired or whatever. I really appreciate your support, man. Thanks so much for showing up. For real, man. Shout out to Dick Diamonds, man. If you can come, he says he took down most of his stuff, but whoever else is watching, I don't know if you can find any of his stuff. It was dope. So I don't know, man. Like, yeah. So, but that was my big thing today, guys. Keep the eyes to the sky, man. Whoever else watching, man. That Planet X stuff. I don't know what it means, but I do believe there's a, I think science has even come out in the mainstream saying that there's this like cosmic wave of energy that they're saying is coming, and it's coming into this new age, man. We're going into this age of Aquarius. We might be very well be in it and getting off to the races running. I mean, I've always been fairly articulate and not, and able to function decently when I want to. Aside from you know when I was being retarded, even I could hold my shit together pretty well. But I think it's pretty. There's something to it, man. Because I saw in that sun there was look to the right of the sun when it's setting. How many degrees would I say? 15. No. 180, about 90, about, yeah, 45 degrees to the right of the sun during sunset. I keep seeing fractals in the clouds and stuff is getting bigger. It's weird. Yeah, no, I seen Aluna Ash. She was great, man. I was digging her, man. I was really deep into my spiritual stuff, and I was digging Aluna Ash. She was talking about the fifth density coming down on us, and how you would go, like through this period, almost like she's talking about how the 3 days of darkness would be like coming, and I was big into that prophecy as a kid too. I feel like it's part of it. It's like a phase. Remember, it's like our no, I haven't. I want to start dabbling. It's just my life is so overwhelming. Damn, man, I'm just like so much. It fires me up, man, for real. But that the universe is electric, man. It's so electrically based, man, and we're going through. There's like some kind of phase out. This other energy is going to lock on magnetically, and it's got to be the polar opposites of our sun or something. Like something's going on. It's weird, man, but it's all. I believe it's all. I'm pretty certain it's all electrical. I mean, that sun and that moon aren't what they're telling us it is, guys. I mean, come on. No, I've had a couple experiences accidentally once or twice, and then I've had a terror during something like that before. I had like a night terror a couple times when I was really getting in, like really going through tough times, losing my parents and stuff. So yeah, no, I mean, it's just like, dudes, it's like anything you feel in your heart and you're discerning. I mean, without putting a label on it, understanding it as much as you can without putting labels on things and boxing things up. Just vaguely putting the fact that there's obviously some electronic nature going on there is good, man. I mean, like, you just gotta remain open-minded, man. These people get convicted on what they're, and then they're in all these theories, man. Like they're facts, man. Like they're facts. These people like it. They really are bought into it. I've seen people be semi-open-minded, but it's just they're so passionate about like what it means to us. It means that you're comfortable with letting somebody be the boss over you, man. It means you're comfortable with somebody running the show like they know better. It means, yeah, it fucked me up too, man, and it keeps fucking me up, dude. I don't want to sound like a broken record like everyone else, but I wanted to fucking not believe it, and I can't stop getting deeper and deeper, man. God drew a circle on the face of the deep, and it says it's like he pushed the insignia of his ring in and made like the impression of the earth like into a wax seal. Have you heard that yet? It's like he pressed the insignia of his ring into a wax seal. And I think that's what and have you heard, it even slips in there, and Admiral Byrd saying that in the interviews, Admiral Byrd stuff, Admiral Byrd says that Antarctica is a plateau 10,000 feet high, and the North Pole is like a valley that's 10,000 feet below. Like, I don't know, man. I believe it is most likely, like, because, like, you got to think, if God came out of that other dimension, right, and, like, opened up and put this magnetic field, a toroid would have just, like, pressed into and split apart the nothingness, and made this space. I'm definitely with the whole buoyancy and density, and even though there might be planet type or those what do they say, not what, wandering stars and stars, it's like, I believe maybe that this is like the Earth is the floor of the universe, if anything. So you got the insignia busted in, and then you got toroid magnetic field, and more like a cereal bowl impression with the ring around the edge of the South Pole and the North Pole in the middle. But there's that pole and the toroid, and you're sitting in there, and then you got the nothingness out from there, and or it's just nothingness, or just infinite plane, and then you got the heavens and these wandering stars and such. Maybe there are stars and planets, but it doesn't mean that we ain't standing on the floor of the universe. I'm leaning more to this. Pretty doubtful that we live on a globe, to tell you the truth. It's almost 100% fact that whatever the mainstream consensus and narrative is 99% load of shit. 99.9%. Like, people think, cool, that's cool, man, take off, bro. It was awesome, dude. I really enjoyed it. It really helped me to actually make this video into something. Maybe some people press some information out of it and see that, and it might trigger somebody who doesn't normally get into this. Will definitely get struck by something that resonates with them. That's awesome. Thanks, man. Damn, that was awesome. Shout out to Dick Diamonds, everybody that watches this unbelievably exciting Mandela Madness live stream over here on Conscious Truth Seek. I'm going to be a little bit like, a little out there like Rex Bear. I'm a little out there and burnt, but, we're going to have fun on this channel, guys. And peace out. Peace out, Dick. I will holler at me tomorrow, and I will get back to you. I'll be running around doing appointments during the day, and I will be working at night, but that's cool, man. I'll be on here doing whatever, and next step will be trying to get a camera or something, man. Cool. Oh, man, like, I'm so horrible, I can't even get on there. Like, see, I can't even type good on here, because, like, that's how bad I am, dude. It's like embarrassing, dude. I can't. There you go. Peace out, bro. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm killing way too much time, and I just got home from work, and my wife wants to love me. I love you guys out there, and we should all try to love one another a little more. And use your noggin. Don't be a willful, ignorant piece of crap perpetuating a bunch of confusion, nonsense, and Satanism. Do the world a favor. Use your noodle just a little bit, man. Respect yourself. Hold yourself accountable. Be aware. That's what it's all about. I'm gonna end this stream because it was pretty successful, man. Awesome. Thanks, guys, for showing up. Had a couple guests. Cool. Peace.